Hello, my friends, and welcome back to English Snap Lab. I am so happy you are joining us today. Today, we are going to dive into a masterpiece of short fiction by the great Roald Dahl. The story is called The Umbrella Man. This story is a favorite for English learners because it uses beautiful, descriptive language and has a famous twist ending that you will not see coming. It is a story about a mother, a daughter, and a very peculiar old gentleman they meet on a rainy afternoon in London. As always, I will tell this story in clear, easy English. I will explain the difficult words as we go so you can improve your vocabulary while you listen. So grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's travel to a rainy street in London. The story is told by a 12-year-old girl. She is visiting London with her mother. It is a typical London day, gray clouds and a cold wind. They have just finished a visit to the dentist. To reward the girl for being brave, the mother takes her to a cafe. They have a lovely time eating banana splits and drinking coffee. But when they step out of the cafe, the weather has changed. It is no longer just cloudy, it is a downpour. A downpour is a very heavy, sudden rain. They are standing on the sidewalk, and within seconds, their coats are getting soaked. The mother is a very organized and slightly difficult person. She is suspicious of strangers. To be suspicious means to not trust people easily. She looks at everyone as if they are trying to trick her. They are waiting for a taxi, but as you might know, in London, when it rains, all the taxis seem to disappear. They are standing there, getting colder and wetter, when suddenly a small old man walks up to them. He is a tiny man with a white mustache. He is wearing a very neat, expensive-looking suit and a beautiful hat. He looks like a classic gentleman. He bows politely, tips his hat to the mother, and says in a soft, shaky voice, "I beg your pardon, but may I ask you a very big favor?" The mother immediately freezes. She uses her suspicious face. She thinks he is a beggar. She is ready to say no and walk away. But the old man continues, "I am an old man, madam. I am 70 years old, and my legs are very tired. I have had a long day, and I find myself in a difficult situation. I have forgotten my wallet at home." The mother says nothing. She just watches him. The man holds up a magnificent umbrella. It is made of fine black silk. "This umbrella," he says, "is worth at least £20. It is a very high-quality item, but I cannot walk home in this rain. My legs simply won't do it. I will give you this silk umbrella for only £1. I just need the pound to pay for a taxi to take me home." The daughter looks at the umbrella. She can see it is a luxury item. In a shop, it would be very expensive. She thinks this is a bargain. A bargain is something you buy for a much lower price than it is worth. The mother finally feels a little bit of sympathy. She reaches into her purse, finds a £1 bill, and hands it to him. The old man's eyes light up. He takes the money, hands over the umbrella, bows again, and walks away. The mother is very pleased with herself. She says to her daughter, "You see, I was suspicious at first, but I am a good judge of character. We have just bought a £20 umbrella for one little pound." But then the daughter notices something. "Mummy, look," she says, pointing. "The little man, he isn't taking a taxi." Across the street, the old man is walking, but he isn't walking like a tired 70-year-old. He is moving incredibly fast. He is darting between people and turning corners like a teenager. The mother is furious. "He lied," she cries. "Let's see where he is going." They follow him to a pub called the Red Lion. They look through the window and see the old man go straight to the bar. He hands the £1 bill to the bartender and buys a large glass of whiskey. He drinks the whole thing in one long, happy gulp. But then something even more amazing happens. The old man prepares to leave, but he doesn't have an umbrella. He looks around the pub, slowly reaches out to the umbrella stand, picks up another fine black silk umbrella, and walks out the door. He walks back toward the main street, finds a new corner, and walks up to a new lady. "I beg your pardon, madam. I am a very old man, and I have forgotten my wallet." The umbrella man is a clever businessman with a very bad habit. But before we go, let's look at what we actually practiced in this session. First, we practiced descriptive vocabulary. You learned words like downpour for heavy rain, suspicious for when you don't trust someone, and bargain for a cheap price. Second, we practiced past tense narration. We looked at how to tell a story using the past simple and past continuous to describe actions. Third, we practiced social context. We explored British social manners and the vocabulary of gentleman and politeness. Finally, we practiced listening stamina. By following this long-form story, you have trained your brain to focus on English for a longer period. Thank you for practicing your English today at English Snap Lab. Tell me in the comments, if you were the mother, would you have followed him? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the lab for more stories. Until next time, stay curious and keep practice. Bye for now.